courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh
yeah. Can I talk my?
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, shit hit different. You should sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Chris Olave. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Throwing first play is Pickett. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 5 catches, 60 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pickett to throw on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second down and 4. Now Pickett. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Stroud.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
He juked him, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
Breaks through the contact. Bulldozes past him.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Cowboys 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And that is incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Pickett.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Here's 2nd and 10.
Robinson. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Giants' 28-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Warriors 70.
In motion right, Olave.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Pickett. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Brandon Ayuk.
58 yards.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down to the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. In motion left goes Jones.
Ready.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Stroud. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Here goes Stroud again.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first hit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Chris Olave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to 24.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So we come upon halftime.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Cowboy 80, 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Robinson.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Unlock line, unlock line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd down and 1. Off play action. Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Giants.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. The pass caught by Olave.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one taken in by Olave.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones now in motion left. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud to throw it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
The left side completion to Jones. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Zay Jones,
38 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. Has good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Stroud now on 2nd down.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Cougar 19!
In motion left goes Jones.
Ready.
That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Got it. Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Pickett sets up play action. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Giants are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Stroud on third down now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
That is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Let's go. Smash, smash.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Here's Pacheco once again.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Giants, it's an
stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate.